What's going on, Mike?
What's happening, my guy?
Michael?
Lee.
Man, you ain't have to call me Lee.
You call me Michael. Like, what we doing?
Michael B, fam.
Okay, Lee Bang. Lee Davis.
Michael,
Bang.
Michael, Michael B. Michael
Nobody
B.
calls me Michael.
Michael
You
B.
know, who calls me Michael? My mom and my wife when she mad at me.
Oh yeah,
Only-
you do. Okay, I know we talked about. I know we talked about names a couple of episodes ago, but just thinking about it, you do have a name
you got
that
that
if you're
name.
mad,
You have to
yeah,
get called. You don't get called Mike.
two
My
right
wife
two
has never
syllable,
called me Mike ever.
like 2 syllable names. You
Yeah.
don't want to hear 2 syllable names when you upset.
It's a if your spouse.
Michael,
Oh yeah, it's bad. It's all
Leonard,
bad.
Jonathan,
Yeah,
Christopher.
yeah, boy.
Yeah, I'm
It's
glad
it
I got
ain't
my 1 syllable names,
it ain't
man.
good. It ain't good if I hear
It
Michael.
ain't good.
So
It ain't good, man.
leave it. Leave it.
Hey man, before we get started, fam, I want to just go ahead and get my recommendation out the way. Cause shouts out to Scott. He hit me with the sponsored ad comment when I said it. But if you got Amazon Prime and you like music and shit, and you like white people too, go watch Daisy and the Six.
Okay.
Daisy Jones and the Six. Go watch that. This is the one show in the history of shows that I literally watched the first 3 episodes twice. I watched all 3 episodes that's current right now twice. Um, the wife had watched an episode with me and she was like, I see why you love this show.
Okay.
Like if you like, especially if you like 70s, like Fleetwood Mac and
Okay.
all of them, like you will love this show because especially if you know like the story around Fleetwood Mac and love and relationships and shit. It's about a group that broke up in 1977 at a concert in Chicago. Like one of the singers just like walked off and shit, and the group
Mm-hmm.
never talked about it until 20 years later. They're doing like a documentary.
Okay.
And they tell a story and shit. And the music is good. They got like a whole album too.
Yeah.
Daisy Jones and the Six, Aurora, on Amazon Prime. Now this is not a real group, but they going all out. But those first 3 episodes, I was like, yo, this, as my man Scott would say, this is cinema. Like, if you want to watch a show that's cinema, go watch this show. You want to watch drug dealing and stuff like that, go watch Snowfall. Go watch BMF.
Don't do Snowfall like that, bro.
No, I mean it is drug dealing cinema, fam. I keep telling y'all act like this is like
it
like,
ain't, but
it's drug dealing cinema, fam.
yeah, we had that conversation already. Yeah,
You're not putting Snowfall up with ER, fam.
Mm-mm.
You're not putting
No, of course not.
Snowfall up with NYPD Blue, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's drug dealing cinema, and it's okay. It is okay.
I like to look at Snowfall a little more than drug dealing cinema, but I guess.
What would you like to look at it as?
I don't know.
It ain't cinema. Cinema.
They ain't cinema, huh?
It ain't cinema.
Let me ask you a question about Snowfall. When Snowfall started, did it have a chance of being more than drug dealing cinema when it first started? Knowing like with John Singleton being a part of it, and everything like that, it was well on its way, and then it kind of like
Snowfall. Yeah, Snowfall stopped being drug dealing. Well, Snowfall started being drug dealing cinema when them niggas was up in the cage with a tiger.
That's when immediately the guy went and left. It's like, all right, this shit is over.
Like for example, The Wire is more than drug dealing cinema.
Oh, for sure.
Like when you watch The Wire, it's so much more than drugs.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's so much more than crack selling and things of that nature. That's why when people have debates about what's better, Snowfall or The Wire, I'd be like,
man,
you know
you gotta
what?
tune that shit out, G.
Yeah, I've learned to tune that. Because I'm not having no arguments about the greatest show or top 5 or top 3 greatest shows ever, fam. I'm not having it. But The Wire is more than drug dealing television. It's more than drug dealing cinema. You have relationships. You have the police force. You have
the city of Baltimore's culture.
City of Baltimore, all the culture, all of that shit. You have incredible acting. There's no tigers. None of that.
Yeah, bro. They might have lost me on that one too, but I still fuck with
The Wire is cinema. Snowfall is drug dealing cinema. And you know what? It is okay. You just got to know the differences between the two. Like there's cinema.
Snowfall is like top-notch drug dealing cinema. BMF is like low notch. Right. Low tier cinema.
Notch, man.
So when you look at the drug dealing cinema, Snowfall is at the top of the list. Yeah. We just do it like that.
Nothing wrong. Look, it's nothing wrong with it.
But we can't put Snowfall in the category of upper echelon cinema.
Snowfall is the Gibsons of drug dealing cinema.
That's a decent steak.
BMF is the Ponderosa of drug dealing cinema. It's the Sizzler.
Oh shit!
Of drug dealing cinema. You don't
not even Outback. Not even Outback. Huh?
Not even Outback, fam. You don't know no better yet.
All right.
You don't know no better, fam. Okay. But as you start to graduate, your television palette starts changing. Yeah. It's like, okay, I see what y'all talking about.
That's funny.
Snowfall is up here for drug dealing cinema.
Okay.
BMF is here. But there's some the shrimp at Sizzler was good.
It's enjoyable. It's enough to get you full, you know.
Yeah,
make you want to go back. Make you want to like go back again, you know.
You go there with the family. It's like, oh, okay, let me get this shrimp platter, fam.
Get your little take the coupon with you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But Gibson, Snowfall is the Gibsons.
I got you.
There's no Chicago cut.
That's a good way to put it right there.
Yeah, it's a good way of putting it, man. You got to understand there's levels to this drug dealing cinema shit.
Crazy.
No, Snowfall is not. Look, even if you look at FX, where would you, with all of the shows that's been on FX now, Snowfall is not top 5 of FX.
No, it's not. Because Breaking Bad was on FX, right? Better Call Saul, all that shit is FX. Sons of Anarchy was FX, no?
No, Sons of Anarchy is FX.
FX, okay. Breaking Bad was Breaking Bad FX or Breaking Bad was AE?
AE.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. We gotta. That's what we gotta pause.
Gotta do a little research.
You gotta pause on all that. Sons of Anarchy is the best television show in the history.
You know what? Oh yeah, Sons of Anarchy. You got Atlanta.
Yep. Remember The Shield?
The Shield, yeah, I didn't watch The Shield, but I heard great things about The Shield. So I didn't watch The Shield, but I heard great things. So I believe everybody that talked about The Shield. I didn't watch.
The Shield was fire, fam.
Okay.
Like that really kicked it off for them. Like for FX when it comes to the TV shows and shit. Like, but Sons of Anarchy, The Americans was dope too.
Okay, I never seen that one either.
Yeah, The Americans was dope, but yeah, it's not even top 5, fam, of FX shows. You even got It's Sunny in Philadelphia, American Horror Story, Snowfall. All right, so it's not there yet, fam. It's not, but
they got a chance. What if they ended with a bang on this season?
But see,
yeah,
what's the bang?
I don't know yet.
Shouts out to Bo Money Jones. He said something that was I agree with. Ain't nobody died since season 1.
Any main characters died since season 1.
Yeah,
I think this is where
since season 1. Why?
So you think characters have to die for this to be
some fam?
Somebody gotta go, huh?
Somebody gotta go, or somebody gotta go to jail
I got a feeling, man, that I know I got this feeling of somebody dying in the season, and I ain't gonna like it, bro.
Leon.
I think Leon gonna die, bro.
Leon
and I hate to see it, dog.
All right, Leon's gonna die.
I don't want that to happen.
I don't want that to happen either. But
Leon, that would probably gonna be tough. They setting it up too, bro.
Leon or Wanda's gonna die.
That's gonna hurt, bro.
Okay, here's my prediction. Leon's gonna die and Wanda gonna get back on that shit. Damn. And Leon's gonna die soon.
Leon going early.
Leon might not make it to episode 7.
Damn.
And Wanda's gonna be sad and she's gonna start smoking crack again.
Back on the pipe.
She's gonna be back on the pipe.
Damn.
She's gonna go back to her grandma's house. The chain is still gonna be there. And she's gonna take the chain, she's gonna get some crack.
Don't do us like that, babe. Don't do us like that. Don't do us like that.
I'm telling you. Leon's gonna die, and I don't want that to happen.
I don't want it to happen either.
Like I
hope you're wrong.
Yeah, I think we gonna get somebody to go to jail, and we're gonna get somebody that's gonna die. Leon's gonna die, okay. And Leon's gonna die trying to stop the shit. That's gonna be the first part about it.
I got a feeling Franklin gonna get jerked for his money by his baby mama and her mama. Something ain't right about his baby.
They gonna testify.
Something ain't right. Something ain't right about the mama.
Yeah, something ain't right about the mama.
Something ain't right about her.
I think he going to jail and they gonna somebody gonna testify. Somebody work for the feds. And he gonna go to jail. And the mama gonna be sad. Yeah. I think Louis is going to survive. I'm not sure about Unc.
I think Gustavo. I think also.
That's what said. People gotta die, Mike.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see it.
In order for these shows to maintain, somebody gotta die. Somebody gotta go to jail, fam.
I feel like Snowfall is gonna end with.
There's gotta be some struggle.
I ain't mad at it.
Like that's why season 3 of The Wire to me is one of the greatest seasons in the history of television. That's cinema.
That's the Amsterdam season.
Nah, that's season 4. Amsterdam.
No, Amsterdam was season 3, bang.
No,
season 4 was the kids.
You're right. You're right. My bad.
Which season are you referring to?
But no, season 3 is the best season. Because I don't even think about Amsterdam.
Okay.
I think about Stringer Bell.
Oh yeah, that's the Fallout.
I think of the Fallout.
Yeah.
That damn scene at the penthouse
when they was on the balcony.
Talking, and you knew it was a wrap.
Yeah, man.
That's cinema, fam. We ain't got none of that on Snowfall.
Yeah.
Like seeing Avon's face when he see that Stringer Bell that he turned on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sickening, fam.
Yeah.
Marlo, seeing him just slide in there, fam. Like, nah, it's like
that scene at the end of Snowfall, the last episode when Franklin told Leon, he said, "Look, bro, I love you and I'm happy for you," but he said, "You and Wanda need to get the fuck out of here or pick a side, bro."
Now that's the closest to it.
That's tough.
That's
a tough conversation to have with your family right there.
Like that and drive, motherfucker. Like Leon, them two to me have had the best
on camera chemistry.
On camera chemistry and interactions.
Yeah.
That's why when Leon died, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
And Franklin is gonna cry too.
Yeah.
Because I also think Franklin gonna be the reason why he died.
Franklin, the reason why, you know what I'm saying, a lot of shit happens.
Yeah, like
fucked up shit happens.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be pussyfooting around the angst.
Yeah.
Franklin has to be the reason that Leon died. He got to.
Yeah.
Not Louis. Not Unc. It's got to be Franklin.
I ain't even gonna lie. If Louis died, I wouldn't even be mad.
Yeah, Louis could go.
I don't fuck with Louis right now. I can't fuck with her, fam. I like Louis, but
yeah,
I can't fuck with her.
Yeah, no, Louis gotta
go. If she died, I wouldn't cry. If Unc died, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a little bit.
That ain't even gonna hurt me. Mm-hmm. You know what your wife on, fam. Mm-hmm. You know what your wife on, fam. It is weird, but no, like we got to come up with a list of cinema, like the best cinema, but We got to understand. We got to put Snowfall in this place. Snowfall is good drug dealing cinema, fam. It's the Gibsons of cinema.
Just ain't top notch. It just ain't ain't in that upper echelon category of cinema.
It ain't moved over there, fam. It's not evolved.
Yeah.
If Leon didn't make it, a couple of like the Drive motherfucker, like that season, if Leon would have died that season, okay. But everybody survived, fam. And barely in the situation, like only Louis was in the situation who was like, she might not make it.
Right.
She shouldn't have made it. And, like everybody surviving this shit, fam.
I feel you on that though. I feel
like, or at the end of the season, you know what I'm saying? We come to a conclusion that everybody is good, but no, everybody ain't good, fam. Start off the season like Mayans, right? I give you Mayans, a perfect example. Nigga started off the season in a war, fam. In a whole ass war. He's like, yo, who about to die now? What? I caught up. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We doing this now? That's cinema. Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy. Everybody was dying, bro. And when people died, it hurt.
Opie died. That's cinema.
It hurt.
And it hurt. Breaking Bad. When Gustavo got blown up. That's cinema. Whew. Snowfall. Wanda getting high. Drug dealing cinema.
Oh man.
Sorry, man. But I know black folks love their drug dealing cinema, so I don't want to feel y'all to feel less than. Well, all of the white shows got to be cinema. No. I'm just saying that you can't just rest your laurels on drug dealing. We ain't even really seen the evolution of, well, we kind of seen the evolution of Franklin and his mama's relationship. But I don't think we've seen enough of it. The only people that I've seen like an evolution to where Leon was the hard nigga and Franklin was just like, you know, learning from him. And now he telling Franklin like to chill. And Franklin like, nah, fam, we out here.
We outside,
like,
nigga.
That's the evolution. That's character development between those two. How Leon went from not having a heart to having a heart. And Franklin went from to now trying to kill niggas in bathrooms while they taking the shit.
Franklin is just on a war path right now.
Yeah, like
this nigga just going crazy.
Yeah, we need to talk about that. And yeah, Donnie, you right. That was another thing I was gonna bring up.
Hey, look, dog.
Hey, man, Lala, we gotta have a conversation about.
I don't have
about Lala.
If Lala getting her cheeks clapped on television, I have no problem with that.
No, I'm not saying I have a problem with it because I don't have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem with that.
But she getting typecast, G. Lala getting typecast, and I don't like that. I'm not saying that she's supposed to become this dramatic ass actress, but anytime we see Lala now, the expectation is to see her ass crack and have sex. See, like side boob.
She done got clapped in every TV show she been. Damn near every season of Power that she was in, she got clapped. And then in The Shy, you know, she was getting her cheeks clapped in The Shy.
And even though she didn't get clapped, but in the movie with what's my man name with Eddie Murphy now, she had a tattoo on her titty, and it was mentioned.
Okay, it's
like, come on, Lala, stop getting fucked every show you in.
Hey, man, if she choose to, bro.
I mean, that's cool, but it's like, damn, like you getting typecast. We fuck around.
Audition for different parts.
We'll fuck around and see Lala on a Lifetime movie. She gonna have sex. We gonna mess around and see Lala, and you know what I'm saying, and the Fighting Temptations Part 2.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a sex scene. Hey, we talking about the Lord here. Talking about church here. Hey man, some dude 161. Make sure you rate, like, subscribe, download wherever you get your favorite podcast. Go ahead and get that merch. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram at Some Dude Pod. Great show planned for y'all today, but I had to talk about Daisy Jones in the Six, though. Cinema. I love that show so far. New episodes every Friday. Oh, also, Urana is picking up.
All right, so I haven't seen anything this week.
This week. They caught up.
It's up. It's up.
Oh, it's up.
All right, bet.
It is up. Shit starting to hit the fan. Mo out here looking like shit.
Okay.
It's hitting the fan, G. Urana started off slow.
It did. It did.
I had some concerns.
We was concerned on that actually if they should have just did this shit at all. Because it was a good one-off.
When did you end? Where did you stop?
So whatever this past episode, the newest episode from this past weekend, then they come on Friday. So I haven't seen that yet.
So you ain't seen?
I haven't seen this. I haven't seen the latest yet.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. But overall, though, this season been decent. But I'm still on the edge. Still up in the air on whether they should have did this shit or not. But I'm all in. I'm all in. We gonna catch up. I'm 1 episode behind.
Big Mo feel like shit right now.
Okay.
She feel like pure shit. They kicked it up a notch. I think it's like a couple episodes later. Last of Us 2. They got 1 episode left. If you played the video game, some differences. Everything is not fitting, but everything is not gonna fit. Okay. But this is officially the greatest video game adaptation ever.
Dude, can I watch this show even though I never played the game?
Oh, hell the fuck yeah.
I think I asked you that. I'm like, I don't. Yes. I feel like I'm out of touch watching the show if I haven't played the game.
No, you can, fam. You can. Trey shouldn't be watching this shit.
How's Storm doing in it? How's Stormy doing?
Oh, she's in 1 episode, and it's a sad-ass episode.
She was only in 1 episode?
Yeah, she's in 1 episode, and it was sad.
Okay.
That shit was sad. It was hurt me. It's like, fuck. Damn. Like, Trey watched it. Some parts I don't have Trey watching just because I don't know if he's ready for that, and I ain't ready for no questions.
Yeah, for sure.
Not even sexual related, but be that as it may. Like, if you played the video game, you know some stuff. I played Patrick. Trey seen some when I was playing the game, and he sees some stuff like the video game. He's like, oh, okay. But yeah, that series hitting on all cylinders, and there's 1 episode left. And have you ever, like, let me ask you this before we move on to some of the other wild shit that's happened. When you know a season about to end on a television show, for 1 to 10, how you be feeling? Like, 1 sad, 2 excited. Like, what you be feeling?
It just depends on which show I'm watching. I don't know. It kind of depends. Like, I'm more so anxious.
Okay.
So I'm on an anxious thing. Like, I know with Snowfall ending, I'm probably gonna be like more of it's anxious. It's more anxious than anything.
Okay.
The saddest I've ever been about a TV show ending was Sons of Anarchy, though.
Okay.
Like, so I knew that shit. That had sad written all over it, bro. That final episode.
And how he died.
Bro, that whole episode, I was like crying, nigga.
This nigga ran to die.
Like, this shit is crazy. So it just depends, fam. Like, how shows, it's like how the seasons are going. Knowing like The Wire, I was more so anxious with The Wire. And I was also more like, all right, let's end this shit. I was more happy with The Wire ending because I wasn't the biggest fan of season 5, so I was like, all right, I get it. It's a good season, but I was like, it's my least favorite. So I was like, all right, that's good. We ending this shit. But it all depends on the way shows are going. But more so, I'm on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being anxious.
Yeah, man, it depends on the show. So Snowfall, I'm like, okay, cool. That's good. That's cool. 5 seasons, good mark.
Yeah.
When The Wire ended, I was good on that too. They could have ended it at season 4 and I would have been straight. But season 5, I was like, okay, cool, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Sons of Anarchy, I was like, damn, so what the fuck else I'm gonna do? My time. And that's how I know I love a show. Breaking Bad, what the fuck I'm gonna do with my time? But I'm depressed.
When not Euphoria, because Euphoria is still ongoing. When Ozark ended.
When Ozark ended, I was good. When Ozark ended, I was like, perfect ending.
Ozark left. I don't like cliffhangers. I'm not
straight.
A fan of cliffhangers.
So you just want shit to like be closed door.
Yes, I don't like cliffhangers.
No, I see with Ozark, while I don't think it'll never come back, it leaves it open enough to what like if Netflix want to do a movie or whatever, they can do it. So I'm cool with that. Succession. Succession is having its final season. I'm pissed.
So that's gonna make you mad.
That's gonna make me mad, G, because it's like 3 seasons is not enough, G. What are we doing here? You ain't told the whole story yet.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have to fit this shit in. Lord of the Rings. No, what's that house? What's that shit?
House of
Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, excuse
me. Yeah.
Game of Thrones. I was like, what am I gonna do? What are we doing here? I just started watching y'all again. I got caught up. I'm watching the season with everybody. I know this season ain't as good as the other ones, but what I'm gonna do? When shows end, a lot of times I'm like, what am I going to do with my time? I'm confused. I don't know what to do. I got to fill in my Sundays now, my Thursdays. And what y'all got coming up next? It's like drugs. Like, yo, bro, can we get some more? Can we get some more of this Wire?
Bro, that's what my wife be doing. Every time a show ends, she be like, what we gonna watch next? Like,
yeah, what we gonna watch next?
When's the next show coming home? I mean, like,
it's depressing.
I don't know. We go back and watch something else.
Like, it's depressing. It's like, come on, man, for real. Y'all gone? And then I ain't gonna see y'all for like 2 years? Why?
Hey, when Stranger Things ends,
oh
my God. What are we gonna do, babe? What are we gonna do? Look, let me tell you, I told y'all, I said it on season 4. Season 4 had me on the edge, dog.
Bruh. Season 4 was Nightmare on Elm Street.
That finale of season 4, bro, I was sad as hell, bro.
Bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
When Max was looking like it was over for Max, bro, I was like, make it stop, please. Like, dog, I can't give, dog. Like, yeah, when Stranger Things ends, Stranger Things is gonna end. I don't know how it's gonna end, but I know it's 9 times out of 10. That shit is gonna be sad when it ends. Because that's season 4, bro. That's cinema, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all ain't watch Stranger Things, that's cinema.
Bruh.
Okay? You want to watch some cinema? There you go, some cinema for your ass right there.
Nah, I ain't gonna be able to touch. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Stranger Things, and I ain't gonna be able to do it, fam.
Yeah, dog.
Stranger Things going is like a family member just going. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
That's gonna be
every time every season finale, I get withdrawal symptoms. I really don't know what to do when Stranger Things is done.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, sadness is gonna be 10.
Nigga, it's gonna be 50. It's gonna be, and then somebody's going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of people are going to die.
We had a close call with Max.
So
and that shit like, was hurting. So
what you want us to do?
Yeah, fam.
Like, you get invested in these characters and shit, and then it gets to a point where you be like, yo, what's going on here? It's depressing.
I've never been invested in characters as much as I've invested in those characters in Stranger Things. Bro.
Keep talking, Mike. I gotta.
That show, like watching all shows, that would be the one that I've been the most invested in when it comes to television. All right, Stranger Things is top-notch cinema, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, just know that. Cobra Kai. Oh, RBJ. Shout out to RBJ. Cobra Kai. I gotta watch Cobra Kai. I haven't got up on Cobra Kai yet. I need to get up on that. And I'm a fan of the Karate Kid, so I don't know why I haven't gotten to that yet. Bang, you good, fam? I don't think Bang is good over there, bro. Let me see what we got. Mellow song.
Oh man, I got my whole appointment wrong. Shit.
You good, fam? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I got my whole that goddamn appointment wrong.
The Cobra Kai is that coming back on Netflix for the last season? Like, is that ending too?
Yeah, it's the last season.
It's on already, or it's coming?
Yeah. No, it's coming.
Okay, I'm gonna have to binge that. I haven't watched Cobra Kai yet.
Man, I thought I had that appointment in the morning. Shit.
Get your schedule together.
Huh?
I said, get your schedule.
Yeah, I gotta get my schedule together. There's so much stuff that's been going on. I got my whole schedule mixed up. Fuck. All right, cool. But now let's move on, fam. That is move on to Chris Rock. Chris Rock is in the news because he had his selective outrage joint that a lot of the internet was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Some of the people thought it was mid, some people liked it and everything. Did you watch it?
I haven't watched it yet, but I mean, I saw everything I needed to see as far as clips.
Okay.
All over the place and everything like that. As far as like, I seen some clips on TikTok, I seen some clips, scrolling the Facebook feed and everything like that. I seen everything I needed to see, and I have my thoughts.
What's your thoughts?
Well, what's your thoughts, Fred? What do you
tell me your thoughts.
Well, my thoughts is so let me get feedback to what the other people are saying about it. Like, certain takes that I hear about is when people say, the one thing that I really hate is when people are saying that wow, he waited this long, to speak on it, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. People gotta understand that, one, stand-up comedy, bro, it's a craft. It takes a certain skill set to get on stage and tell jokes. So, you have to prepare for things like that, Also, he made it into a Netflix series. You got
live
Netflix series. So you gotta, make sure that all of that shit, the ink is dry on that, and have that shit all set up. But at the end of the day, too, we have to look at it like, the main thing is when people say, why did he take so long to respond? Blah, 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 Like, this man was a victim, fam, of assault on live television. This man can take however long he wants to take to speak on some shit when he was embarrassed in front of the whole world, dog. So that's my thing, and from what I seen, the clips that I've seen, I don't think that him and Will Smith will ever be friends again. I don't think they'll ever talk again. I don't think, like, I think I saw a report that was saying, like, Will Smith is still willing to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he fucked up
with him. Like, I don't even, I think even if Chris Rock and Will Smith shot the fade, and we talked about this on the show, I don't think they still would be cool, bro. I think that shit is long past and everything like that. But from the clips that I saw, though, I mean, it was okay. I completely understand where he's coming from, and you can see that wasn't just him up there telling jokes. That man was getting his thoughts off, like therapy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was therapy for him, fam. And no other way for a comedian to get his thoughts off and then is on the stage doing what he does best. So Chris Rock had every right to come out. He could came out with that shit 2 years from now. And you know what I'm saying, we would have been locked in, and he would have had every right to speak on it, how he wanted to speak on it, say exactly how he felt. He was a little bit, he was in it, dog. He was, Jada was catching the B word, all of that shit, dog. And hey, that's how that man feels. At first, you probably thinking like, damn, he might be a little harsh on Jada. But hey, bro, like you said, that man was embarrassed on live television, bro.
Embarrassed on live television, fam.
So you gotta let that man get his shit off how he want to get his shit off and say exactly what he want to say. Whether y'all thought it was funny or not, that's y'all. I'm gonna end up watching it eventually. But as far as like from what I saw, I get it and I understand. And you know what I'm saying? Bravo to Chris Rock for getting up on stage and telling his, telling his side and how he feels and everything like that. I have no problem with it. No problem with it at all. So, okay. That's my thoughts on
it. Yo, I got a couple of thoughts. Thought number one is I agree with you wholeheartedly about the Chris Rock part.
Yeah.
I do believe that you're 100% in that Like, look, man, that's him dealing with, that shit, right? So you really can't, and then plus he is a stand-up comedian. So you really can't dictate when he feels like it's the best time to
speak on it.
speak on something. You really can't do that. So I agree with you wholeheartedly when it comes to that. So that's one. The other part is is fam, he got smacked. Nobody got smacked. He got smacked. So for us to say, what we would have done or what we should have done and all of those things, he got smacked. So who are we to say what should have happened? He got smacked. What do you expect? Again, he got smacked. Did I laugh at everything though? Nah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna laugh at everything.
Yeah.
When it comes to comedy, it's like very rarely you see me like ha ha ha.
Mm-hmm.
But I also come to the conclusion, man, that niggas don't like stand-up comedy. They like to laugh, but they don't like stand-up comics. Just make me laugh.
Yeah.
Because I did this on purpose. I went on my Facebook page because it'd be active when I be asking these questions. And I was like, yo, what are some of your favorite specials? What are some of your favorite comedians? Like, who would you put somebody on? And everybody was saying the same thing. Like, I even saw some like Kevin Hart joints, and I was like, yeah, y'all niggas don't like stand-up comedy. Y'all just want to laugh.
Yeah.
It's not mutually, like, to me, it's not mutually exclusive. I think people want to laugh. They don't give a damn who they getting the laugh from. Mm-hmm. But if you don't make them laugh, it's an issue. Yeah. And I felt like that when it came to the Chris Rock special. Because I think comedy is a dying art. Okay. I truly do. Like with all of the PC shit and all of that, man, I think comedy is a dying art that really, truly people don't really care for like that. Okay. Like, you can't say what you want to say. You can't do what you want to do on that stage. You like, comedy is that one place that I feel like you could get your shits off. But everybody is so sensitive about something. And it blows me. Mm-hmm. And I don't like, just like rap, just like hip hop, I don't think people search out stand-up comedy too. I don't think people be like, yo, this dude funny as hell, he performing here, I'm going. Unless it's a big name.
Unless it's a big name. That's absolutely
correct. Right. And no, I put on comedy events for about 2.5 years. And I think there was a certain select people that came up in there because they were fans of said person. And then you had the majority that was like, yo, I'm going up to the Laugh Factory because there's comedy up there. Mm-hmm. And I want to laugh. They don't really give a damn who is there. They just want to laugh. Now, I'm not saying that there's not people who don't love stand-up comedy because, you have people that's selling out venues, things of that nature. But what about the other comics that's not touring and doing stadiums and shit? What about them? There's a lot of funny comedians just in the Chicagoland area. Mm-hmm. Marvin Phipps is one of the funniest niggas I've ever met in my life. Smitty B is another one who's funny as hell. You got Clark Jones, who's another one that's funny. And there's Erica Nicole Clark. She's funny as shit. Jess Niche, funny as hell. Actually, shout out to Jay Davis. Check out his Creative Hustle comedy series on Tubi.
You own that shit. You own that shit. G,
I'm not. No, I'm not on it.
You were part of it, right? What?
I mean, I wasn't there. I got sick. I got COVID, so I couldn't go to any of the tapings. Right. I couldn't go to any of the tapings. So I couldn't check them out. But who else? Like, Mary Lee get on my fucking nerves. on social, fam. Like just off of TikTok and Instagram alone. But she funny as shit. Calvin Evans is funny as hell. Like it's a number of people locally that's just out here. DG up merely. Like it's a lot of people that's out here that's doing their thing, you know, and yes, they have fans.
Yeah.
You know, and those just the black comics. Like matter of fact, I was looking at Paramount Plus. And it's this cat who has a special, his second special, I believe. His name is Josh Johnson. But Josh performed, he lived in Chicago, and he performed on Educated Insanity when we was doing that at the Laugh Factory. Dave Hellum is another one. He writes, and he has a comedy joint at the Comedy Store in LA. He got a night over there. Vince Acevedo, like he's funny as shit. Like it's a number of cats that's just funny as hell. And you know, I really learned about a lot of these folks through doing Laughing Insanity and shit, and seeing some of the people that has appeared on Laughing Insanity that has, you know, done a lot of stuff. It's like, yo, that's dope because they was on one of our shows. Yeah, what's going on, Nakel? Yeah, man, like you see a lot of these people like, man, yo, that's dope. No J Ass, you know, out there in LA doing his thing and shit. But I don't think people really search out comedians. They just want to laugh. And the majority of the people that I think that was critiquing Chris Rock are critiquing him because he's famous and he got slapped. And now if you're a fan of Chris Rock and you follow Chris Rock and you looked at this this special, it's like, I get it, that's cool. But also that same person is going to take into account that this was an actual live comedy show. Most comedy shows are tape edited, put together, boom, boom, boom. This one wasn't. So I give Chris Rock all the respect in the world for doing a live taping. But yeah, man, I'm sitting here like, yo, he had to get his thoughts off.
Yep.
In his way. And you know, a lot of people was like, yo, he called her a bitch, yada yada yada. And my first thought was,
she started it. So that's my first thought.
Like, not even that. Like he got slapped. So
yeah,
he got slapped in front of millions of people. He got slapped in front of the world. Everybody's a bitch in his eyes, fam. Like I am a bitch in his eyes, fam, for sharing a meme or a photo.
Yeah.
But my other thought was, anytime I listen to Silk Sonic smoking out the window, this bitch
got me paying a rent. Yep.
So let's not get all holier than thou about the word bitch. That's one. But two, it was something shiesty about him doing that special in Baltimore, her hometown. That nigga ain't slick, fam. He ain't slick at all. But yeah, man, the other part of it is simply like, it's like, fam, you gotta give people their grace and how they do their thing. And whether you liked it or not, man, this was his way of addressing it. Yeah. And I applaud him for doing that. Because as he started talking about that shit towards the end, you saw it irritating him. You start getting to him. I even think if you watch it again, you see his eyes get watery. And I think his eyes was getting watery, not necessarily because, just because what he accomplished. Hey man, that shit still hurt. This nigga Mike doing homework, y'all.
I'm sorry, Nakel's trying to get me to log into her.
No, it's okay.
She's trying to get me to log into her Disney Plus account. So give me one. So I'm you know. Hold on.
Did it change like where you have to put in the code and shit and the
She's in now.
But did it change like you had to put the date and the address, like your birthday and shit?
Yeah, I had to do all of that.
Yeah, that shit irritated the fuck out of me too.
So
but yeah, man, I think that Chris Rock did it on his time. He did it in a way that he thought it was best.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to honor that shit because what he could have did was, hit Will Smith.
He could have went and got up with that man.
He could have went up and got up with that man. But Marlon Wayans, check out Marlon Wayans special on HBO Max and some more special on Netflix. Both of those joints was funny.
And it's crazy. And I want to touch back on what you're saying about like, people really don't love like stand-up comedy or love stand-up comedians or love stand-up. I do have a love-hate relationship with stand-up comedy. I've been to stand-up comedy shows. I've seen Dave Chappelle live. I've seen Mike Epps live. I've seen Kevin Hart live like 2 times. And I mean, all of those shows had great moments in them. Weren't like great shows. I'm just a more fan of these guys when they're doing like TV shows and movies and shit like that. I don't know, like the stand-up comedy, sometimes it just doesn't hit the same as when they're like on the big screen or the television screen. That's just me personally though. That's just my personal thing, my personal take on stand-up comedy. And I've been to a lot of other like small stand-up comedy shows. I've seen a lot of dope stand-up comedians. You're naming all the Chicago comedians and everything like that. Shout out to Leon Rogers, the big homie of stand-up comedy in Chicago. When he used to do his thing at Jokes and Oaks on Sundays, that was like I took my wife there back when we were just dating. That was like one of our first dates. Back when I was interning under Leon and he was doing his thing up there. I seen some dope comedians up there doing their thing. But I don't know, stand-up comedy is always just like hit or miss for me. I'm never like crazy about it, and like I haven't seen a lot of stand-up comedy specials from a lot of great comedians and actors and shit like that I've watched their shows and movies, shit like that. But the stand-up specials, they don't reel me in, bro. Like it doesn't reel me in. And I'm not ashamed, to know. I've seen the Eddie Murphy joints, I've seen the Martin Lawrence joints, but there's those comedy specials I don't run back to and watch them again. Like, I don't make it a thing.
And honestly, man, you're gonna get better comedy by going sitting your ass in the seat.
Yeah.
To me, you are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
definitely a better experience by being there. Just don't sit in the front row. Just don't sit in the front row.
Yeah, but nah, man.
If you sit still, don't sit in the front row. Let me say that. If you can't take a joke.
Yeah, like hitting up the Laugh Factory, hitting up Riddles, hitting up Zanies, hitting up like if you go to LA, the Laugh Factory got chocolate sundaes and shit like that. Like, go to your local comedy venue, fam.
Yeah.
That's what I would say to go to take a night with your boo.
It's definitely a better experience watching stand-up comedy live.
Yeah, go see some comedy live. And go and go be fans of somebody other than the norm, fam.
Oh yeah.
Like, don't just watch comedy on Comedy Central.
They have improv out there, like in Schaumburg and shit like that. They have an improv spot. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could go out there and shit like that. Those are good. Yeah, I know a lot of people that go out there.
Yeah, that's what I would say. That's what I would say to anybody that listen to this pod, or just anybody that just got the same people.
Yeah,
like go. I guarantee you, your favorite comedian is not going to be the people you see on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that they're not funny, because David Chappelle, from a mainstream perspective, is one of the funniest people ever. And he's my favorite mainstream comedian. But Smitty B has me crying anytime I see him perform.
Mm-hmm.
He's my favorite comedian He's my favorite comedian outside of what you would see on the mainstream. And and him and Marvin Phipps are my two favorite ones.
Yeah.
But that's what I would say.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of y'all casual comedy fans out here. It's a lot of y'all asses out here. Like, go to your local comedy shop and go laugh and go learn about different people other than the people you see on TV, fam. Because you also got to, sometimes it might be a situation that they do a comedy special and then the person that usually help them write ain't writing for them no more. Like, that's another thing you got to think about too. They spend months rehearsing basically.
That's exactly what I was saying. Like, people keep saying, like, yeah, he took so long to talk about this shit. Like, bro, that's a craft.
That's a craft.
Shout out to anybody that's ever got on stage and told a joke, whether you got booed or not. Bro.
I've been asked, like I remember Jay and Xavier Lamont was like, yo, you should try it out. You should try it out. No. Hell no. I'm already nervous as hell sometimes hosting an event. You mean to tell me I had to do some jokes for 5 to 10 minutes? Hell no, fam. Because the minute I say a joke, and your ass don't laugh.
Hey, you know who I used to tell? I was like, bro, why the fuck you don't do stand-up comedy, nigga?
Who that?
This nigga is literally the funniest nigga I know. Funniest nigga on my Al, bro. Austin.
No, Al was supposed to.
I've been telling that nigga.
Al was supposed to link. I linked him up with Xavier Lamont, and I told him, like, hey, he always been funny. He was funny as hell in high school.
Funniest nigga I know, fam. Funniest nigga I know, bro. Like, outside of regular actors, motherfucker, that nigga is the funniest motherfucker.
If that nigga don't want to get on stage,
and that's probably his mindset. His mindset is probably the same as yours. I might get up on the stage and I tell a joke and y'all motherfuckers don't laugh.
You seen me host events. Shit seem natural. Yeah, I get it. That's cool. The only time I've ever been truly nervous to get up on the stage is Laughing Insanity at the Laugh Factory. Only time that I've been nervous. Not because I'm in front of white people. And not because the homies came. It's because I'm scared to tell a joke. Mm-hmm. And y'all don't laugh. That's why Jay would come up there and Jay and be revving up the crowd, and I have my phone out, and he be like, man, what you doing? Like, yo, I'm getting the crowd up on social media. Everybody makes a noise. Oh! And then they'll laugh because I'm doing this shit. And then he be like, man, get your ass off the stage. And I'm like, oh, I'm gone. That's it. That's all I got. I'm not telling a joke because I am scared shitless to tell a joke. You can call me a bitch all you want to. My joke settings are at hip-hop events. Telling y'all rapping ass rappers that y'all huff. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I am not getting up on the stage.
It's a different type of sense of humor that you have when you hosting or shit like that.
Ain't nowhere in hell.
There's no way you could get up there and like you could perform a rehearsed comedy, like you know what I'm saying, like jokes and shit.
Do it.
That shit.
And you know what be crazy? You know what be crazy, Mike? For me. Like sometimes, like if I'm just working around the house or whatever, I'll make up a comedy routine in my head. Like I did a comedy bit about my parents and how they've become the old farts that I never thought that my parents would become. And I was in my head like telling jokes and shit and laughing to myself. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna get on that stage and do that shit. No, because the minute you don't laugh, like I told a joke about how my father pissed on me when I was 6 years old. Mm-hmm. Like how R. Kelly, like my father R. Kelly'd me at 6. Yeah, my father pissed on me.
Say that one. We're gonna leave that one off the pod.
No, I'm not gonna leave it off the pod. No, my father pissed on me. We was all in Mississippi for the family reunion. And my father pissed in the bed. He was that damn drunk. And I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And for years, I was the butt of my family at 6 years old, Mike.
Oh, indeed.
For years, I was the butt of my family's jokes because my father pissed on me in Greenwood, Mississippi at my grandma's house.
You grew up early, man.
Yeah, I grew up early.
You grew up early.
I grew up early. Like, yo, like, damn, my father thought that less of me that he pissed on me.
But you not knowingly though. He was slapped, bro.
He was slapped. I ain't pissing on my kids. But I had a whole bit around that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not.
Bang, if you would have got up there and tried to
I said that shit on, as you see, I said that shit on the pod like it wasn't shit. Yeah. I said that shit on the pod like we watching Sons of Anarchy.
Get up there on the stage though.
Not getting up on it, because then if I tell a joke around me getting pissed on by my own father at 6 years old and you don't laugh,
yeah, you done. You done out here.
Done out here in these streets, Jack. Done out here in these streets.
Done.
I'm talking about I gotta go to therapy now. I gotta go to therapy. Now I'm emotionally scarred. I wasn't emotionally scarred when my father pissed on me, but I am emotionally scarred that I told y'all on this stage. And
with confidence, I told y'all with confidence.
With confidence, G. With confidence, shit. I just told you a family thing that happened to me that really made me the butt of family jokes for years, and I used it for comedy. And y'all don't laugh? Yeah. And send me to therapy, Jack. Send me to therapy, Jack. I can't do it. I'm hurt around here. So nah. So that's why I give stand-up comedians all the respect in the world. I think stand-up comedy is the hardest profession. What the fuck going on with my kids? I think stand-up comedy is the hardest thing to do, G. There's nothing close to it. Yeah. Like it's nothing close to getting up on that stage and telling jokes and trying to make a group of people you've never met in your life laugh and shit. Like ain't nothing more difficult to that than me. And I would never bullshit with stand-up comedy. I would never play with that shit. I would never bullshit with it because I know too many stand-up comics. And if I ever did that shit and bullshit with it, I feel they'll jump me. Yeah. Like Xavier Lamont and Bobby Hill, if I tried to bullshit with this shit, I came off the stage, I feel like they would jump me. Yeah. And then tell jokes about it on stage. And I ain't trying to be the butt of nobody jokes and getting jumped on. Like if I tried to do some shit and Leon Rogers was there, you know how embarrassing that would be, fam? Yeah. If I went to bartenders and tried to do some jokes for open mic night, yeah, and then I got to look at Leon Rogers do this shit. Nah, bro. I don't want Leon Rogers to do that to me, fam. Right. Yeah. I respect Leon too much. Yeah, but like, yeah. Wrap it up, B. Like, yeah, but this is 2 minutes in. No. Yeah. Yeah, it's not working, fam. Go ahead. I'd be too
embarrassed. Matter of fact, he just gonna get up there. All right, make some noise.
Yeah, man.
Make some noise for Lee.
Right, he wouldn't even call me Bang. Hey, make some noise for Lee. Yeah. I couldn't even look Leon in the face. Yeah. After that shit, if I did some jokes at bartenders and he don't like nobody laugh, I couldn't look at Leon in the face no more and be like, yo, what's up? I see Leon ass at an event and just duck. Oh, shit, go Leon. Yeah. What you thinking from Leon? I thought that was your homie. Yeah. I fucked up. What you do? You talk some shit about him? You stole something? Nah, I did some jokes at his open mic night, and them shits wasn't good. And he told me to wrap that shit up. And then I thought I was still doing. I thought I was good. So he just walked up on the stage and was like, "Yo, give it up for Bang." Moving right along. I'm like, damn, that shit was embarrassing. So now I give comics much respect, man, because especially, man, imagine trying to do comedy at like a 10 person joint. Hello?
It's tough.
Yeah. Imagine trying to do comedy at a 10 person joint, fam. That shit
10 people. 10 people.
10,000.
Oh, 10,000.
The 10,000 seat venue. Yeah. Imagine trying to do some damn comedy, like some comedy and shit in front of 10,000 people and they don't laugh.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
That's ego bruising right there, dog.
Ego bruising, man. But yeah, check out that Marlon Wayans and check out that some more too. Moving right along. Hey man, Ja Morant.
Boom, 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 boom. Too early.
I don't know, man.
Too soon.
Mark Stein, NBA reporter Mark Stein said that it basically said if Ja Morant brought that gun on the team playing, that's 50 games right there.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Ja Morant has never been charged with anything, ladies and gentlemen. Let me state that. He's never been charged with anything, but he's been in enough incidents lately and been investigated in enough incidents lately where you got to look at shit funny. Got to look at some shit weird, fam. And this latest incident going on Instagram Live with a deuce, all happy and shit.
Come on, bro. Little pellet gun, dog.
Little, you know what I'm saying? Deuce, man.
Little water gun, bro. Little pew pew pew. Got a little pew pew. You know what I'm saying?
Like
little tutu, Peggy Sue, dog.
Yeah, like what are your thoughts around what we are seeing with Ja? Because I know you say he need a girlfriend.
That nigga need a girlfriend, dog. He don't. This is my first thing. I know we said on the pod that he need like a big homie on the team. You know what I'm saying? He need like one of those veteran mentors.
He need a UD, fam.
He don't need that. He don't need that, dog. Looking at this shit, bro, with our eyes, this nigga got a whole daddy. He got a dad. He got a father. And he has an old man. Somebody that will support him, that's at his games faithfully, made a name for his own self, being a comparison to Usher as far as like looks wise and shit, bro. Like this man has made a name for himself. Got a old daddy. You know, that needs to be the person that needs to be talking to him, not anybody else. No big homie, no Iggy Dollars, no Udonis Haslam. People saying Carmelo Anthony should sign with the Memphis Grizzlies and talk to him. People saying like Allen Iverson need to give him a call. Somebody said Derrick Rose need to call this nigga. Derrick Rose was in his own. Derrick Rose is in the club throwing up. But why would y'all know? Like, what we talking about here, dog? Like, no. That man got an old man, fam. T. Morant. That's the man that needs to be talking to Ja. That's the man that needs to be guiding him. You know?
Right.
And really looking at this shit, and you really think about it, and this shit is kind of like, he is 23 years old. He's 23. And I don't want to use his age as an excuse for motherfuckers doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think that $200 million, Powerade endorsements, Nike endorsements, you getting your first signature shoe dropping. You know, you doing things out here with the kids. You go on his Instagram page, where when he had his Instagram page up, you could go on there, you could see man was doing shit for the community. He out there doing the gritty with white kids. My man got sense, okay? He got some sense. It ain't like he just out here just like not knowing what the fuck he's doing, fam. My man got enough sense to where, like, look, I ain't supposed to be doing this. I'm out here living a dream, dog, that only other basketball players can wish for. Like, my man got sense. So it's tough. It's hard, bro, to see this man going through this shit right now, fam. Like, this shit is like, it's unbelievable, fam. It's unbelievable.
Right.
And this shit puts him, this gonna set him back. It sets him back, bro. Like, as far as like being the guy in the NBA and being like the face, and you know, when they talk about all of the guys that's like in his class or the guys that's like, you know, his peers, my man's gonna be at the bottom of the totem pole, dog. With this shit, fam. It's you hate to see it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be all right. I think once he does his mea culpa, does his time off and then get his interview, with Malika Andrews and shit like that.
Oh my God.
I think he's gonna be okay.
Gotta sit down with Malika, huh?
You gotta sit down with Malika and shit, and then once he do that, he gonna be okay. I truly believe that he sit some time. Like, seriously, I know I said this shit when Freaky Shine was going on, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's the same thing with Ja. Take some time off. When you come back, be like, yo, this is what I found out about myself. Do the interview with Malika Andrews, and then, call it a night, and then you plan again. The issue becomes the whole thing around if the gun was on the team playing.
Right.
And this is an NBA PA rule.
Let me ask you this, though, Bang. Let me ask you this, though. So they were in Denver, right?
Yeah.
And his people was with him too?
I'm not for sure how that went.
Okay.
I don't know if they flew on their own and met him out there.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like
I don't know if they let the homies on the team play. I don't know that. But
okay.
But here's what I say. Let me rewind it.
Yeah.
I think Ja's gonna be okay. Do the Mea Culpa with Malika Andrews. Do the interview. He be all right. Okay. The issue be the 50 games if he had that gun on the team playing. Yeah. My concern is why none of the homies said that's my gun yet.
Yeah, we waiting on that.
That's my concern.
But was the homies with him? That's what we trying to make sure. The homies was with him.
That's what either way it go, fam. They don't know
who was there that could possibly take the blame for this.
I don't think that they would know that the gun was on the plane if it's a private plane and they're not checking things while they get on the plane.
Okay.
I might be wrong. But that's what I'm thinking. It's a private plane. You got all of this shit. You might have your shit in your gym bag. Yada, yada, yada. You go out after the game in Denver. You got your gun out. You got your 22. Hey, look at my little gun. But your homies there too. No. Why ain't none of the homies said that's my gun? The minute it was a question around the gun, if it's me and my cousin, like say for instance, my cousin made it to the league.
Yeah.
And he on Instagram Live, boo, look at my gun, look at my gun. And now it's a question about who gun it is.
You gotta speak
up.
It's
my gun. It's my gun. But it was registered in, it's my gun. I had the gun. I brought the gun because he can't bring the gun on the team plane. So he flies with y'all. I fly separately. I meet him at certain places. I don't go everywhere, but I might meet him here and meet him there. That's my gun. If that was me, and I ain't trying to let my homie who in the league, who's the breadwinner, I ain't trying to get him in no more trouble. That was my gun. Mm-hmm. And the fact that ain't nobody said that was my gun yet got me wondering. And you know what? They might have said it, and they just.
I'm about to say maybe the reports ain't out yet on it. I think
and maybe they ain't out yet.
I think once they finish investigating, I think.
But the minute it came out about the gun, I would have said, "That's my gun." He is the investment. He is the breadwinner. He is the one that got all the chips. I work for you. Even if you don't pay me a salary, I'm here to make sure that your ass don't look stupid. Right now, Ja Morant looking stupid. And part of the reason he looking stupid, because he don't got good people around him. I'm not going to get on his daddy because I don't know the relationship of his father, him and his father. Yes, we see him at the games. No, we don't, Mike. And that's the one thing I want to move away from.
Yeah, but come on.
No, hear me out. Hear me out, Mike.
When you say you don't know the relationship, what do you mean by that? It's as far
we don't know we don't know if his daddy telling them to get on this shit or not. We don't know none of that shit. He's the first person that he's the first person that'll tell you that his daddy be telling him, yo, you still ain't that good yet. He still be like, yo, I be having to prove shit to my daddy. Because my daddy be like, oh, yeah, I see all that, but you ain't still hitting on shit right now.
Okay.
So if his daddy talks like that to him now, I gotta believe that if he fucks up, his daddy be like, yo, son, I get it. It's cool, but slow that shit down. I gotta believe that shit. Because I don't want to believe that that T. Morant just be out there kicking it with his son and that's it. Mm-hmm. Look, I mean, I ain't nowhere near Ja Morant, but me and my father, me and my uncle, we all be kicking it. We all be drinking and having a good time amongst each other. If I get out of body, one of them gonna tell me I'm out my body. It's up to me how I decide to react. But if I'm getting out off my square, they gonna tell me. Ja Morant is a grown man. So it ain't too much that his daddy could tell him that he ain't gonna do because he grown. We can't look at Ja Morant like he 15, 16, 17 years old. That man is a millionaire in his 20s. His daddy can tell him, hey, don't do this and do that. But it's up to Ja to listen to his daddy. But his daddy's still going to be like, you know what? That's my son. I love him. I got to be around him. I go to these games, make sure he's cool and everything. But at the end of the day, he grown and he going to do what he want. T. Morant can't sit him down and whoop him and be like, yo, you do this, do this. And all we see on the surface,
my daddy would have been slapped the fuck out of me, bro. 23 years old.
And here's the thing: we don't know if Ja ain't got slapped.
Man, look,
we don't know if these niggas that got into arguments and shit about what's going on. He lived down the street from his daddy. We don't know that, and for all that the flack that black fathers get, the last thing I'm gonna do is pile on to T. Morant. I get the question, but the last thing I'm gonna do is pile up on that man when the only thing that I see is a surface level relationship with him being at the game with his son. And the whole thing with Shannon, if the whole thing with Shannon Sharp never happened, we're not even asking the question about T. Morant. But on the flip, LeVar Ball handled things differently with his son, and we saw it in a reality show setting. And even Marge was like, yo, I think he coming down too hard on his kids and all of that shit. So for a black father, it's like you damned if you do, damned if you don't. And we rarely get to see black fathers in a situation like T. Morant is when it comes to Ja. We rarely get to see that shit. Every time we turn on TV, when it comes to some shit around NBA player, sports player and shit, everybody talking about the mom and the mom did this. The mom was a single mother and she raised her kid to be this and be that and all of that stuff. We never hear about these stories about, a T. Morant, or we rarely get those LeVar Ball conversations with NBA players whose fathers are in their life. Whose fathers are there.
Yeah.
We never get that story. So that's why I'm not going to jump on T. Morant and what he doing or may not be doing with his son. Because when the cameras are off and they back at the crib, we don't know what conversations that T is having. Mm-hmm. The question might be, if he's having those conversations, is it working? Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to sit up here and assume that they're not happening because Ja got a deuce in his hand at a strip club. He probably looking at that shit the same way we looking. Motherfucker.
I would love
this boy.
I would love to be like a fly on the wall, bro. Like
I would too.
Just to be in the mindset of Ja. Like, what is your mindset when you go on IG Live and you in a club and you feel the need to show us that you're carrying a gun? What's the mindset?
The same mind state that a lot of these little marks have when it comes to Facebook Live and Instagram Live and going on TikTok. They ain't thinking. They not thinking. That's it. That's all. Simple as that.
That's it. That's
Nobody
all.
thinking about that. Yeah, like I said it when I went to the Layla Hathaway shit. I ain't even have my camera up. I'm trying to enjoy myself. If I go to a club, you think I'm about to go put my phone up and no. Back in our day, we wasn't doing nothing of the sort. Yo, go get that chick over there. We about to go dance. Boom, about to juke, twerk, all that shit. Get your number afterwards. Probably call you. Go to a little late night spot. Shit, can I come over to your house? Boom, that's how the night go. You go to a strip club, you ain't got your phone out, and while you in the champagne room, hey, I'm in the champagne room. Look at me, I'm in the champagne room. All these young cats got to look at me type guy, look at me attitude. And you in the NBA fan, we see your ass every other night on TV.
Well, that pretty much confirms what I said. That man needs a girlfriend. He needs a woman that he can FaceTime after the game is over. Like, hey, baby, what you doing? She can ask him, how is the game? You know what I'm saying? She could say, yeah, I dropped so-and-so on him. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be on FaceTime all night with a boo, bro. Or something, dog. Because this ain't it. This ain't it right here, bro.
Yeah, he do need a common influence in his life.
He needs
somebody. Hey, look,
somebody with the Midas touch, and it got to be some type of woman, bro. Got to be a woman. He needs a young lady.
I ain't mad at that take right there. I ain't mad at that take at all.
Get my man Ja a boo. Get him a bae. IG. Some of y'all IG models need to come fly in and swoop in on this man or something.
Well, I ain't mad at that take at all. He need a common influence.
Yeah,
but
man.
yeah, I'm just not up for that blaming T Morant shit. I'm not, because we don't know.
I ain't blaming him. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not saying you.
Oh, yeah. I just feel like if somebody's gonna step up to mentor or talk to him or, you know what I'm saying, get him on the right path, what other person would you want to do that other than his old man?
No,
who we see at the games?
Somebody who's been in his shoes.
Somebody been
in his shoes. Because I think the thing is that, look, I love my father to death.
Yeah.
But he can't tell me everything because he ain't been through everything. You got to talk to somebody who been through it, who been through situations where everybody's looking for them.
Ja don't strike me. He just don't strike me as the person that would listen to another athlete or somebody like that that's been in his place before.
That's
just he don't strike me as somebody that would take that seriously. I could be wrong.
I'll say this. You could be wrong. I'm not gonna disagree with the take because, again, I just help that perception is reality shit. I hate that shit. I hate that whole perception is reality shit. Because the perception could be Ja is just a nigga who dumb. Mm-hmm. That's the perception now that he has. That he just a dumb nigga with money that know how to hoop. The reality could be we don't know what his reality is. Mm-hmm. We don't know what's going on. We don't know the pressures that he has on him. Like, you got to remember, he went from an unheralded point guard from Murray State to having an amazing season at Murray State, which led him to be the number 2 pick in the draft, coming from where? Murray State. He ended up having a great season, a rookie of the year type season.
I mean, he won rookie of the year.
Or we can have that. Yeah. And you got that situation where now I'm in the limelight. Now I won MVP. Well, not MVP, but now I won most improved player. And now the spotlight is on me and things of that nature. So now we got that. So then you go from there to now it's the limelight is on me. Everything is this and everything is that. And I don't know how to juggle.
Like I said, the endorsements is rolling in, signature shoe, everything is falling in place for him to succeed. You know, he's well on his way to being the face of the NBA. the face of the
So
NBA.
some people don't know how to take that.
It's like, why are we doing things like this? Why are reports coming out about pickup games and
Because
what I'm saying, and all this shit like that? What do we like? Why? Why, bro?
And that's the whole
so,
thing. Like I think part of it is him not knowing how to channel in that superstar. and I understand what Jalen Rose said about, I was John Morant, I was in drug. And I get what he said, John Morant. But see, John Morant ain't been, I mean, at least as far as we know, unless we say something differently, John Morant ain't been in no drug raids. He just done stupid shit.
He just doing goofy shit, dog.
He just doing goofy shit.
He not like, actually out here, like,
people,
you know what I'm saying?
Like people making it seem like he been doing a lot of like real bad shit. And then I don't mean to sound racist, but then I hate when the white media gets involved in all of this shit. Because then now you got Skip Bayless talking about some, maybe he want to be a Crip, or this is what I heard and all of that shit. And I'm like, man, what the fuck do you know about Crips and Bloods, fam? Unless Lil Wayne came into the house and was like, maybe Lil Wayne came over to the crib and was like, yo, he does this and he does that, or some shit like that.
I'm pretty sure I got a good.
All I'm saying is
Lil Wayne ain't never told that man about no gang related shit.
Look, at the end of the day, I don't know what nigga, I don't know what people having conversations, but Lil Wayne came over to that nigga house, and then a couple of days later he said, John Morant's
Crips and Bloods. Talk about Crips.
He talking about Crips and Bloods. Who else? It's like sources. Who else Skip Bayless gonna get his Crips and Bloods sources from?
Wayne dishing out info, you mean?
All I'm saying is who he gonna get that information from? I'm not saying that Lil Wayne said it, but where else he gonna get that information from? Or think is legit that information is like, yo, do you think John Morant is a Blood? Well, I don't know, Skip.
Well, he said a Crip. Lil Wayne is Blood. He's a Blood, right?
I supposed to be. So I don't know. It seemed like Cash Money was Crips when they started, and then they turned to Bloods. You know what I'm saying? Back in like 2001.
I can't keep up with this. The game.
Can't keep up with this.
I can't keep up.
But yeah, man, that's how I look at that situation, man. Like, do you get the white media involved in it, and then it's like, yo, it's like this, that, and the third. It's like, yo, what the hell is going on? So that's when I have questions on all of that. Like, and that's when I'd be like, yo, you might want to hold off on doing all of that extra shit, because now you getting into a situation where you're accusing people of shit, and you got white people saying shit that they don't know nothing about. They got Ja looking like, you know what I'm saying, he shot up a school and all that stuff. He's just a young dude making young dude mistakes. I'm not condoning it. I do believe that you need somebody to come up in there and help him with that, help him maintain and all of that stuff. But now you start making a narrative about a man that sometimes they just can't shake. Allen Iverson was never able to shake the narrative that they put on him. Carmelo Anthony was never able to shake the narrative that they put on him.
And I'm glad that Carmelo.
The same thing. He hang around the wrong people and all that shit. And even just,
what was Melo involved in though? Like what?
He wasn't involved in shit, but people he was around was involved in shit.
But
he wasn't involved in anything. We just never got out. That's why when he was on $1 million worth of game, he was saying what he's saying about David Stern, bringing them into the meeting. He was like, yo, I know who you hang with. I know what they do. You either got to leave them, blah, 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 blah. He said that. But see, that's the thing. The shit that may have been around him never got out. There's other people like Shaq. There's rumors that Shaq was involved with a lot of dumb shit.
Oh, yeah.
But it's shit that never get out. But the thing is that's like, it's narratives. It's narratives that I don't like. And to transition to our final shit, JJ Redick and Kendrick Perkins got into it on First Take today. Kendrick Perkins insinuated that the reason why, Steve Nash, Dirk Nowitzki, and Jokic got MVPs, because it's the color of their skin. And JJ Redick took offense to that. And JJ Redick said, hey, Stephen A. Smith, I respect you. I respect your first take, but this is why I hate shows like this, because it starts narratives. And I agree with JJ Redick.
Absolutely.
Maybe was JJ Redick in his feelings about the whole thing that Perk said about that? Yeah, I think he was in his feelings.
Absolutely.
But I also think that JJ Redick is right when it comes to these debate shows, because you got Skip Bayless, who's made narratives about LeBron James, and you got others who was made narratives about this and all of that. And then you have a situation where now, because you said this shit on a debate show, now all of a sudden,
now everybody thinking it.
Everybody's thinking it.
And
now everybody's saying it. Now, when you go on social media and everything, people are repeating that. LeBron James is not clutch. LeBron James is not a scorer. Michael Jordan wasn't shit before Scottie Pippen got there. All these bullshit ass narratives, because they talk this shit on the debate show, because one person got to take the left and one person got to take the right just for the show to be good. And then none of those people on those shows want to own up to the bullshit. And it's not just sports shows. It's news shows and all that shit. That's why I don't watch that shit. Because the dumbass narratives that they breed up on people, and then they want to just be like, oh. And that shit ain't cool.
When I saw it, and shout out to my homie Chris Corton, he had hit me in Facebook inbox, and he guys brought it up. And then I went to go look at the clip, and at the end of the day, bro, Kendrick Perkins was wrong. He's wrong for trying to push that narrative like that. JJ Redick had he is absolutely correct, bro, and absolutely right for going at Kendrick Perkins like that and telling him, like, bro, you bogus, and that's why I hate this shit. But what happened, Bang? What's wrong, bro? What's the matter?
No, and I gotta go ahead, because I'm gonna have to cut this short.
Hey, but at the end of the day, international basketball players have taken over the NBA. Okay? We have to live with that. We have to live with the fact that Jokic is out here putting up MVP numbers, and he's going to continue to put up MVP numbers because he's out there playing MVP basketball. He's not stat padding. Yeah. The man just knows how to play basketball, bro. He knows how to play basketball. Okay? He got his team at the top of the West right now, averaging a triple-double. And it ain't no like fluky triple doubles, goddammit. The man's putting up 40-point triple doubles. Like, why do you think like you don't have to be? If I'm on the voting staff, I'm voting for Jokic. I don't understand why we trying to keep petitioning for like Embiid and Tatum to get the MVP, which rightfully so they could possibly get it. But at the end of the day, bro, if Jokic is out there hooping, he hooping, bro. And you know what I'm saying? And it ain't gotta be racist for motherfuckers to vote for Jokic. Because if I'm on the voting staff, I'm voting for Jokic.
Yeah.
Me and you have said it on this pod, bro. The international players is taking over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Accept this shit, dog. It's cool.
Yeah. But we gotta go. We gotta go ahead and end this pod because I gotta go take care of some shit.
Okay.
So end us off, Mike.
Hey, dog. I'm Mike B. That's JR Bang. This is Some Do Pod, bro. Make sure y'all rate. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all subscribe. And you know all of that shit. At JR Bang. At Mike B _CHR. Facebook. At Some Dude. Facebook group. Hashtag Some Do Pod. And invite others into the group to get involved with the conversation. Make sure y'all cop some merch. And all of that good shit, Bang. I hope everything is okay, bro. Hey, we out of here.
Nah, we get this fixed.
That's what happens when Bang is a boss. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take